Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. The vehicle sitting behind me here is discounted this week, and it is of course the Insurgent pickup, and this is the custom variant of it. It's a really awesome vehicle. I will have a customization and review out later in the week for those of you that are interested in purchasing this thing. But for right now, some quick features. It's got a proximity mine dropper. It's very heavily armored. It can take about 9 RPGs, 27 homing missiles. It has a top mounted machine gun that you can have somebody operate while you're driving it. Overall, just an absolutely great vehicle. Super awesome off-road. Very good for PvP and PvE alike. Overall, just an awesome vehicle. Anyway guys, before we get into anything else this week, we got to talk about how to make some money this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. And unfortunately, the bonus money is a little bit weak this week. To start off with, we have double money and double RP on wildlife photography challenges. That is only available on the PS5 version of the game or the Xbox Series S and X version of the game. So if you're on PC, Xbox One, or PS4, that is not available to you. However, on all platforms, we do have drift races on double money and double RP. These are going to pay absolutely terribly, but they are bonus money this week. So if you want to level up, this is actually probably going to be a somewhat decent way to do it. Earning money, not so much, but you can still definitely earn a little bit more than you normally would, obviously, because it is double. So that is, I guess, a start. And the final bonus money of the week is on Motor Wars, the adversary mode. This is such a fun mode, guys, and you should absolutely play it if you've never tried it before. And even if you have tried it before, you should give it another shot. Motor Wars on double money and double RP, you can make an absolute ton of money. It's also a blast to play, especially if you got friends to play with. It's definitely really sick. Definitely check this out for sure. Alright guys, so that's it for bonus money in Grand Theft Auto Online this week. However, we do have some other stuff going on. You can now get your free Obey 8F Drafter that was claimed like last week and the week before. It's now available in GTA Online. You go to the website, go to Legendary Motorsport, and you should be able to purchase the 8F Drafter for absolutely free. And definitely take advantage of this if you participated in that whole thing. Now, before we go to the casino and we go to the dealerships and everything like that, we got to talk about the discounts that are available in Grand Theft Auto Online this week. So let's go ahead and get into that. Starting off with the property discount for the first time in a long time. It's a pretty good one. We got 25% off of chop shops. So if you don't have a chop shop yet, now is definitely the time to do it. I'm actually surprised that we're getting a discount on this so soon after the DLC. I mean, it has been 3 months, almost 4 months now. But definitely pick up a chop shop if you don't have one already. This has some really useful upgrades like the get trade rates. This is going to allow you to claim Morse Mutual vehicles for a lot cheaper. We also have the tow truck, which is going to allow you to make passive money through your chop shop business. You've also got the wall safe, which you should definitely pick up if you want to be able to take 250 grand into your safe as opposed to being capped at 100,000. And the staff upgrade is going to allow you to chop 2 vehicles at a time instead of just 1. So that is also really useful. So make sure you are picking up a chop shop this week. Take advantage of this discount. And I would definitely recommend getting the staff, the tow truck, and the trade rates. Other than that, the wall safe and the tint don't really matter as long as you're planning to go to your chop shop semi-regularly, I would say. Now, as far as the discounts go this week, guys, we have some pretty damn good ones. Starting off on Warstock Cash and Carry, our first discount here is on the B11 Strike Force. 40% off this week. One of the best planes for dogfighting in the entire game. This is actually a super unique plane because when you fly close to the ground, it slows down purposely so that you have more time to line up a shot on your target, which is really unique. And then when you go way up in the air, it actually becomes one of the faster planes in the game. So the B11 is really cool in that aspect alone. It also has a really unique sounding cannon, and albeit the cannon is pretty garbage, but it sounds just like the A-10 Warthog or Thunderbolt, which is really sick. And it is the only plane that offers both homing missiles and a barrage, and it's the exact same barrage that the FH-1 Hunter gets, shooting 7 missiles in rapid succession. And it's also got a bomb bay, so you can drop bombs with it as well. Overall, the B11 Strike Force, definitely really sweet. It is upgradable in the hangar. You can adjust the handling, you can put engine upgrades on it so it's a little bit faster. overall, definitely a really great plane, and for only $2,280,000, you cannot go wrong with picking this thing up. Scrolling a little bit further down, we have the Chernobog on sale this week as well. Again, 40% off. The Chernobog is actually a really good vehicle in one aspect. It has the longest lock-on distance of any vehicle in Grand Theft Auto Online. It can lock on to a plane from basically one end of the airport to the other. It's super long. It's probably almost double as long as the next best lock-on. So that's pretty crazy, and it can shoot missiles in very rapid succession. So taking out jets and stuff like that with the Chernobog is very easy. However, it doesn't have any armor, so if they do manage to get close to you, they can take you out with little to no problem whatsoever. The Chernobog is also best used with 2 players. So if you play solo, it's not going to be the greatest vehicle ever for sure. But for 40% off, you kind of can't go wrong, but at the same time, you kind of can as well. So just do with that information what you will. If you want some air defense that you're probably never really going to use, you might want to pick up the Chernobog. Well, it's 40% off, I guess. Next up, we also have the HVY APC as well as the HVY Insurgent Pickup. The APC is a very good vehicle. It's aquatic. You can drive it on land and you can sail it in the water, which is very unique. Only a few vehicles in the game that are like that. It also has pretty decent armor. It can take 8 RPGs or 8 homing missiles, which the homing missiles is kind of weak, honestly. But it's kind of cool because it operates as kind of a mini tank, albeit it is really slow, just like a tank. So that's, at least accurate. And however, it's kind of cool because the driver can switch to the gunner seat very easily, and it only takes a few seconds, so you can kind of solo this vehicle a little bit. It's not going to be the greatest for that type of thing, but you can do it. It is upgradable in the Mobile Operations Center or the Avenger, so you will need to own those if you do plan on upgrading it, for the most part at least, so do keep that in mind. Overall, pretty good vehicle. For 40% off, you kind of can't really go wrong with it. However, I would definitely recommend picking up the Insurgent Pickup before you get the APC. It's also 40% off this week. You simply buy it for $810,000. It becomes a Pegasus vehicle. You take it to your MOC or Avenger and you upgrade it into the Pickup Custom, and you can actually do this as many times as you want. It's not a one-time thing. You can turn one Insurgent Pickup Pegasus vehicle into 10 Insurgent Pickup Customs if you want to. You can also unlock some pretty cool upgrades for this thing via bunker research, so that's another added bonus. I will be having a customization review out on this thing later in the week, so if you are interested in it, stay tuned for that. And the last discount that I can show you for the week is on the Mammoth Patriot Mil-Spec. It is discounted by 30% off this week. It is of course an Amani Tech capable vehicle, meaning it can have the missile lock-on jammer, as well as the oil slick proximity mines, the front mounted machine guns, and the armor plating upgrade. Pretty cool, definitely something to look into. I will just warn you guys though, this thing is absolutely terrible off-road, which is a huge shame, and despite its great width, it tips over like nothing, and if you get hit by other cars, you're gonna lose in the Patriot Mil-Spec, so do keep that in mind. 30% off is a good discount, but there are definitely better Amani Tech cars out there, I will just tell you that. Anyway guys, there you have it. Those are all the discounts this week that I can show you. However, we also do have 30% off of the Pegasi Weaponized Ignis, which is of course exclusive to the PS5 and Xbox Series S and X versions of the game. So if you're not on there, you can't get it. But if you are on there, 30% off, not too bad. In the casino this week, we have another armored vehicle available. This is the Night Shark. If you can win this thing, you absolutely should. It is one of the better armored vehicles in the game. It has front-mounted machine guns. It seats 4 players. There's nothing to not like about the Night Shark. It is absolutely awesome. Available within the car meet this week, we have the Vapid Winky, and in order to win this thing, you guys are going to have to place top 3 for 2 days in a row in any LS car meet series race. Not too hard of a challenge, not the greatest vehicle ever though, I won't lie. The Vapid Winky can barely make it up a hill, but if you like World War II era Jeeps, this is definitely something that you are going to want, and to get it for free is pretty awesome because it's definitely not worth buying, unfortunately. Now for the vehicles that are available within the car meet this week, we have the Grotti Cheetah. It's available for $650,000. It is of course a removed car, so definitely look into that if you guys are interested. It is actually one of my favorites. Right here in the middle, we have the Benefactor Shadow after, LWB. This thing is also removed, I do believe, and it goes for $208,000. And of course, we have the Ennis S80RR, one of the best race cars in the entire game, especially in the supercars category, and it is going for $2,575,000 this week. It's definitely one of the ones that I would look into for sure, but make sure you are taking advantage of some of those discounts on the crazy armored vehicles that we have available for this week. Within Simeon's dealership, we have quite a few removed vehicles. Starting off at the back here, we have the Benefactor Sterling GT. Right here we have the Canis Seminole Frontier, predecessor to the greatest car that's ever existed in GTA Online. It's also removed. We have the Western Rat Bike available as well, and the Hijack Ruston, which is also removed, as well as the Western Cliffhanger, another motorcycle. Over at Luxury Autos, it's as boring as ever. We have two of the newer cars in the game, the Albany Cavalcade XL on the right, and of course the Fathom FR36 on the left. Within the Chop Shop, these are the robbery vehicles that we have available for the week. Starting off on the left, we have the Willard Eudora, and in order to get it, you're going to have to do the McToney robbery. We also have the Z-Type available this week, and in order to get that, you're going to need to do the cargo ship robbery. And finally, the Dubachi Wagner, which is also claimable this week. If you don't see the little special icon that indicates that it's claimable, that means that you have to restart your game because you have missed the tunables update like I have. But it is available this week and you can steal it and keep it. And in order to do this, you're going to have to do the Gangbanger robbery. And last but not least, of course, we got your time trials for the week. And for today, your RC Bandito time trial is Cypress Flats. Your Junk Energy time trial is Mirror Park. Your regular time trial is Up and Atom. And your HSW time trial starts right here at Textile City. And it ends up in Sandy Shores at Stab City, right here at the beginning of the trailer park. Anyway guys, that has been it for what to buy and what to avoid this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated, if not dislike. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.